Jerry Seinfeld, one of the living legends of American comedy and television. From a Brooklyn boy passionate about theater to the star who created the hit sitcom, Seinfeld, his life is a story of success, creativity, and profound cultural imprints. But what helped him build such an irreplaceable legacy? And are there any hidden corners of his journey that few people know about? Let's explore Jerry Seinfeld's colorful life and career in today's video. Childhood and early career. Jerry Seinfeld, whose full name is Jerome Allen Seinfeld, was born on April 29, 1954, in Brooklyn, New York. He grew up in a Jewish family with rich cultural backgrounds. Jerry's father, Kalman Seinfeld, was a professional salesman and served in World War II, where he brought back many humorous stories that inspired his son. His mother, Betty Hosny, was a Syrian immigrant from the Sephardic Jewish community, providing Jerry with unique cultural influences in his family background. Jerry grew up in the Massapequa area of Long Island, where he attended Massapequa High School. It was there that he began to develop a love of theater and humor through extracurricular activities. From an early age, Jerry Seinfeld was fascinated by comedy, especially legendary comedians like Abbott and Costello. Their creative performances planted the seeds of his deep love for stand-up comedy. His family also played a major role in nurturing this passion. Kalman would often tell hilarious stories at family dinners, creating an environment filled with laughter and creativity. After graduating from high school, Jerry attended Queens College in Flushing, New York, where he majored in communications and theater. His time at college not only helped him hone his communication skills, but also allowed Jerry to participate in many stage productions, an important stepping stone to developing his confidence in front of audiences. Jerry Seinfeld began his stand-up career in small clubs in New York City, where he honed his skills and built his reputation with each performance. Nights at clubs like Catch a Rising Star helped Jerry develop his unique style of comedy, focusing on everyday observations and lighthearted yet profound storytelling. His first big break came in 1981, when he appeared on The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson. The performance not only earned praise from Carson, who was known for his talent-spotting abilities, but also garnered national attention. After the show, Jerry became a household name, appearing on other popular shows like Late Night with David Letterman. Each small step, from the backstreets of New York City to the national television screen, laid the foundation for Jerry Seinfeld's legendary career. The resounding success of Seinfeld. After years of building his reputation in the stand-up comedy and television industry, Jerry Seinfeld and his longtime friend, Larry David, created one of the most legendary sitcoms of all time. Seinfeld, produced and first aired by NBC in 1989. Seinfeld completely changed the way audiences viewed television comedy. With a solid foundation from his stand-up comedy career, Jerry Seinfeld found a formula for a completely new series, bringing humor through seemingly ordinary and unspectacular situations. Jerry and Larry David not only created a television series, but also invented a unique sitcom genre, distinguished by their clever humor style, emphasizing everyday human observations. What made Seinfeld a cultural phenomenon was that the show did not have a clear plot like many other sitcoms. Instead, the episodes were simply small situations in everyday life, such as waiting for a cab, awkward social situations, or even absurd conversations about napkins. This was a major factor that made Seinfeld different from other television shows at the time, which relied heavily on romantic relationships or dramatic situations to keep viewers engaged. Seinfeld humor was a combination of sharp wit and characteristic satire. The characters on the show, especially Jerry Seinfeld, George Costanza, played by Jason Alexander, Elaine Benz, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, and Cosmo Kramer, Michael Richards, not only became icons of the sitcom genre, but also became ingrained in audiences' minds as bad guys, but extremely lovable. Each character has its unique characteristics. Jerry is a funny person with sharp observations about life. George is always a man lacking confidence and always having trouble in relationships. Elaine brings optimism and comfort, and Kramer, the quirky neighbor, is an indispensable element, creating unexpected and humorous situations that no one expected. These characters have created a special connection with the audience, making them not only want to watch Seinfeld, but also want to become a part of the world of these characters. The strange but very real situations in Seinfeld reflect human life, and therefore easily win the hearts of viewers. After airing, Seinfeld quickly became a very popular television show and was recognized by both audiences and critics. The series lasted 9 seasons and ended in 1998, leaving a deep mark on the entertainment industry. Although initially not highly rated in its first seasons, Seinfeld gradually built a loyal fan base and became one of the highest-rated television shows of its time. Not only was Seinfeld a commercial success, but it also received numerous awards, including multiple Emmys, and is considered one of the best sitcoms in television history. Many prestigious magazines and organizations, such as TV Guide and Rolling Stone, honored Seinfeld as the best TV show of all time, thereby affirming its special position in the television industry. Famous phrases such as yada yada yada, no soup for you, or humorous situations such as the contest have become unforgettable moments in television history, and the show also created a large audience who loved anti-humor, which means not being too fussy, but being humorous from the most natural situations. Seinfeld became an icon not only of the sitcom genre, but also of a generation of audiences looking for something new in comedic storytelling, thereby creating a solid legacy for Jerry Seinfeld in the entertainment industry. Jerry Seinfeld's family life is not only associated with his outstanding comedy career, but also a journey full of stability and love. After marrying Jessica Seinfeld in 1999, Jerry found not only a companion in life, but also a friend who shared his passion for charity. So how has their family life been? Marriage and family. Jerry Seinfeld married Jessica Seinfeld, formerly Jessica Sklar, in 1999, marking a turning point in both their lives and careers. Jessica, a multi-talented and passionate woman, is a famous philanthropist and author of many books. She is the founder of Good Plus Foundation, a non-profit organization that supports low-income families, helping them develop their independence and improve their lives. Before meeting Jerry, Jessica had a remarkable career in the public relations industry, especially as a public relations director for a large company. She was not only a prominent figure in the working world, but also made significant contributions to charity activities. The relationship between Jerry and Jessica started quite quietly and away from the media spotlight, which made their life more interesting and endearing in the public eye. The couple first met at an event in 1998, and after a year of dating, they decided to get married. This event was not only a turning point in Jerry's personal life, but also a significant change in the way he balanced his famous comedy career with his role as a husband and father. The couple has 3 children together: Sasha, Julian, and Shepard. Sasha was born in 2000, followed by Julian in 2003 and Shepard in 2005. Jerry and Jessica's children were raised in a low-key environment where their parents were careful to protect the family's privacy. Despite their high-profile careers and lives in the public eye, Jerry and Jessica have always maintained a private lifestyle and rarely share information about their family, especially their children. However, when the Seinfeld family appears in public, they always receive special love and attention from fans. In addition to her charity work, Jessica is also the author of books on nutrition and health. She founded a food brand called Jessica's Natural Foods, which aims to provide healthy and natural food products to the community. Jessica is also the founder of the Baby Buggy organization, now called Good Plus Foundation, which aims to provide necessities to mothers and children in difficult circumstances. Thanks to her tireless contributions to charity, Jessica has received respect and love from the community, becoming a model of kindness and dedication. Jerry and Jessica Seinfeld's marriage is still stable and happy to this day. They are one of the few celebrity couples who still maintain privacy and stay away from excessive media attention. Despite their fame and successful careers, they have always chosen to live a quiet family life while continuing their charity work. Both of them regularly appear at public events, but focus on the charity projects they are involved in, rather than entertainment or advertising events. The stability and quietness of their relationship have made them a model for many other famous couples in the entertainment industry. Jerry Seinfeld is not only a famous comedian and TV personality, but also a role model for a meaningful lifestyle and dedication to the community. Let's explore another side of him. Lifestyle. Over the years, Jerry has been actively involved in charitable activities, especially in the fields of education and children's health. He has contributed to several non-profit organizations whose main goals are to provide educational opportunities for poor children and support children's health, especially in disadvantaged communities. In an interview with the New York Times, Jerry shared, "Education is the only way to change the lives of children, to help them rise from difficult circumstances." Therefore, he has spent time and money to support projects that help children have access to better learning environments. One of the organizations that Jerry supports is the George Lucas Educational Foundation, which supports creative educational initiatives and skill development for children. In addition, Jerry has also participated in charity fundraising events, such as organizing comedy specials to raise funds for children's hospitals. In addition to charity activities, Jerry Seinfeld is also known for his passion for collecting cars, especially Porsche cars. He is a true fan of high-end sports cars, owning many rare and expensive Porsches in his collection. This passion of Jerry's is not only a personal hobby, but also shows his sophistication and attention to perfect details in life. Jerry once shared in an interview with Automobile magazine, "Every Porsche is a work of art. I love the way they combine great design and modern technology. It is a combination of speed and perfection." It is this passion that makes Jerry spend most of his free time participating in car events, even prestigious racing competitions. Along with his successful career and personal passions, Jerry also has very clear life concepts. One of his prominent views is, "Happiness comes from finding joy in the little things in life." This saying not only shows Jerry's perspective on happiness, but also reflects his lifestyle, always finding joy in the simple and small things in everyday life. Perry always tries to maintain a balanced and fulfilling life, not letting work and fame take away simple joys, such as spending time with family or relaxing with personal hobbies. In 2017, Jerry shared in an interview with Esquire, "Success is not about how many people love you or how much money you have in your bank account. Success for me is finding joy in the little things in life. No matter how much you have, happiness ultimately comes from what you do at the moment every day." This quote shows Jerry's humility and enjoyment of the simple things in life. Images of him enjoying peace with his family, or the times he spends time exploring personal interests like racing or being creative in his work, are the things he considers most precious and meaningful. Jerry Seinfeld has proven that a successful life is not only based on fame or popularity, but also on a balance between work, personal interests, and contributing to the community. It is the simple things, from smiles on stage to Porsche collecting trips or charity activities that have created an admirable and meaningful life for a successful man who never forgets his roots and the basic values of life. After Seinfeld ended, many questioned whether Jerry Seinfeld would be able to maintain his appeal and influence in the entertainment industry. However, he proved that his career was more than just a legendary sitcom. Let's explore Jerry Seinfeld's notable projects and accomplishments in the years after Seinfeld, as well as the profound impact he still has on modern comedy culture. The years after Seinfeld. After Seinfeld ended in 1998, many fans were curious about what happened to Jerry Seinfeld's career as the sitcom became an integral part of popular culture and left a great legacy. However, Jerry proved that he was not only a legend of television, but also continued to conquer many other areas of the entertainment industry. One of the biggest and most interesting projects that Jerry Seinfeld did after Seinfeld was the series Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee. First released in 2012, the series was not simply an interview show, but a perfect combination of friendship, humor, and deep conversations. Each episode of Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee follows Jerry Seinfeld and other famous comedians as they drive, engaging in humorous and sometimes quite serious conversations. The show has created a new wave in the approach to television interviews, breaking rigid standards and making the audience feel the naturalness and closeness in the conversations with the stars. Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee not only attracts comedy lovers, but also scores with those who love the combination of communication art and passion for cars. The series was released on Netflix in 2017 and immediately received love from many fans and experts. Throughout his career after Seinfeld, Jerry Seinfeld continued to develop his stand-up comedy career. He performed global stand-up comedy tours, including performances at big stages such as Madison Square Garden and many other cities around the world. Jerry not only maintained his appeal to the audience, but also continued to innovate with humorous content suitable for new generations of audiences. One of the most notable features of Jerry's shows is his ability to create a strong connection with the audience, making them feel like they are participating in a private conversation rather than a performance. This is partly reflected in his style of comedy, which focuses on the small details of everyday life and his sharp observations about people and society. In addition to continuing to work in the comedy industry, Jerry Seinfeld has also had a profound influence on modern comedy culture. His style of comedy, with its focus on everyday issues and simple yet extremely sharp humor, has become an inspiration for many comedians and creators in the television industry. Several famous comedians such as Louis C.K., Chris Rock, and even Jim Gaffigan have shared that Jerry Seinfeld is one of their biggest inspirations in developing their comedy styles. The humorous stories in everyday life, which Jerry exploited intelligently and subtly, are now imitated and applied by many people in creative work. In addition, Jerry Seinfeld's style also influenced the way comedy television shows approached the audience. Series such as The Office, Parks and Recreation, or Curb Your Enthusiasm can be said to have been directly influenced by Jerry's sharp, somewhat subtle and natural comedy. The characters in these shows are not heroes, but ordinary people with habits and absurdities in life, which makes it easy for the audience to recognize themselves in each character. Jerry Seinfeld's contributions do not stop at creating humorous programs. He has truly contributed to changing the way television comedy is built and developed, opening a new direction for the sitcom genre and later comedy programs. The values he brings are not only in his ability to make viewers laugh, but also in his sharpness, intelligence, and small lessons from the simplest things in life. Jerry Seinfeld is not only famous for his sharp humor in his shows and sitcoms, but he also leaves a deep impression with his famous quotes, reflecting his unique perspective on life, work, and relationships. Jerry's quotes are not only funny, but also contain depth, showing the characteristic humorous style that he has developed throughout his career. Jerry Seinfeld's perspective. One of Jerry's outstanding quotes about his career is, "We don't do comedy for other people. We do comedy for ourselves." This quote shows Jerry's clear perspective on his work. Instead of just following the audience's taste, he always creates humorous stories that he finds interesting. This approach has helped him create sustainable comedy products that have a long-lasting life in the hearts of the public. In his daily life, Jerry also has a very special perspective. He once shared, "Life is a series of small events, and I find myself trying to figure out how to make those events funny." This reflects the spirit of the famous sitcom Seinfeld, a show that not only tells about big situations, but mainly small, everyday situations, but contains a lot of humorous meaning. It is from this sophistication that the show has become a cultural phenomenon, reflecting daily life with a humorous and intelligent perspective. About comedy, Jerry Seinfeld once said, "Comedy is making people laugh without them having to think. It's all about emotion, not reason." This is his realistic view of comedy. Comedy does not necessarily have to carry a deep message or theory, but simply creates an emotional experience that makes the audience unable to stop laughing. And this is what helped Jerry Seinfeld become one of the most famous comedians in the world. When it comes to relationships, Jerry has no shortage of interesting quotes that show a humorous yet truthful perspective. One of his famous quotes is, "In a relationship, you have to ask yourself the question, can I live with this person for the rest of my life?" And the answer, if you're a normal person, it is no. Although this is a humorous quote, it also reflects a reality in marital relationships. Love and marriage are not always smooth, but it is the humor and frankness in looking at these issues that make everything easier. Jerry Seinfeld also did not hesitate to share his views on fame. He once said, "Fame is like your shadow. You can't escape it, but it never makes you feel happy." This is a candid view of the fame he has experienced throughout his career. Although fame brings many benefits, it also comes with many difficulties and challenges. This quote shows Jerry's deep awareness of the price of living under constant public attention. Finally, when talking about family life, Jerry shared, "Children are the ones who will make you see the world differently, not the way you want, but the way they want." This quote from Jerry reflects the changes he experienced when becoming a father. Family life, especially fatherhood, has brought new experiences, sometimes not as expected, but full of interesting moments and learning. It is these simple stories that help create an image of Jerry Seinfeld closer to the public, not only through his career, but also in his perspective on life and family. Jerry Seinfeld's quotes not only show his humorous talent, but also contain profound philosophies about life, work, and relationships. Through that, fans can better understand Jerry's personality and love even more the values he brings not only in art, but also in everyday life. Do you remember a funny Jerry Seinfeld quote that made you laugh non-stop? Or is there a moment in his career that you found particularly memorable? Please share your thoughts in the comments section below. We would love to hear from you. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel